I think I finally figured out what the heck is up with this gosh darn torso, and I will finally be able to build it on camera. If you guys are wondering what I mean by finally, it's because every single time I get off of the video, because I pause it or something, then I'm able to build this freaking body. But now, I think I've memorized it. Don't mind this other stuff around the body. Just focus right here. Okay, finally, I think I figured it out. Okay, first thing you're gonna want to get is this. Up next is one of these, 2x2 with studs on front. Okay, wait. Put this in here first. It's gonna help you later, trust me. Okay, just to make sure that this thing will actually be able to hold the stuff that we're gonna keep later, put this right here. And then put this right here. Now, you guys can make the changes that you want, but it will still practically come out the same. So then you're going to need one of these. There's only going to be two that you're going to need in this entire torso build. Then you're going to need one of these. There's two in here. And then get one of these, two. Put it over here on this side of the torso. Now, since we put this 2x2 here earlier, now it's actually able to fit. Now do the same for the other side, except instead of using the same piece, use this one instead. The studs are actually up and the other studs are pointing down. But besides for the difference in stud thing, it's literally the exact same. Now you guys may notice that there's a hole there. Now you guys can fix that anytime, but I'm not gonna fix it because I mean you guys can do that yourselves. Okay, now put that other 2x2 there, and then get these two 1x2 slopes. Not 2x2s, 1x2s. Put it. There's two of those, which you will be putting right here for that smooth effect. Wait a second. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to look like that. And then you put this 1x2 right here for like some weird looking armored plating. Then you're going to want to turn it around and then put this piece, which will be very essential for the hips, right here on the back. And then get two of these pieces just to make sure that this thing is extra secure, and put it on the back of it. Now, this is an extremely hard to break structure unless you just pull up or down, but then you're going to need to take these pieces off. So yes, that is the upper body of my neck. Time for the lower body, which is significantly a lot easier, but also a lot more posable. I will show you guys the flexibility after I'm done rebuilding it for you guys. Okay, but right now, what you guys will be focusing on is not the legs, but the hips. I'll get to the legs after I'm done with the hips, but okay, taking it apart. Now the hips are significantly less complicated than the torso for a few reasons. It's actually the first part of the body, not the body, but like the upper and lower half of the of the neck itself. So it was significantly easier to build. And two, I'm not sure why it's so easy. Okay, but first brick that you're gonna need is this. It's a 1x2 brick with a uh, with an axle hole in the middle. Next, you're gonna need two of these to put on the back of this, just like this. Next, what you're gonna want is two of these slow pieces with studs in them for later use. Just put them. Oh, just put them here, like this. Now it should be looking like this if you guys are following along. And now, which I'm going to need is to get one of these pieces that I used two of, or no, actually three of, inside of the upper torso, and put it right there. Then put that piece back like that. Now it should look like this. Same for the other side, except it's a reversed version, and it's still the exact same thing, and it should look like this. Now, what you're gonna want is to get these two 1x2 plates with ball joints at the end, and then put them on the studs on the bottom. Except instead of like trying to face them down, just face them flat but forward, because that's gonna help with movement later for both of them. And then just get some extra studs and put them on the side of these extra studs on the plates. Boom, you got the hips done. Okay, time for the first foot that I built, and then I'll do the other foot. Dang, why the heck is this thing so hard to take out? Okay, it turns out that I might not be taking it out. Okay. Dang it, I forgot to take apart the foot. The most important part of these legs, considering that they're practically the things that give everything life, that brings everything into motion here. Okay, so what you're gonna do, get one of these long 1x2s with, instead of ball joints, they have clips at the end. Now you're gonna need two, but I'm gonna get into that later. Now you're gonna want one of these with, instead of just a 1x1, it's gonna have some studs at the end facing on their sides, which you're gonna want to put here. Now you're gonna put this stud here for purposes that to just make it look a little bit better and for detailing. Now you're gonna want to get both two of these window joint pieces, and then put them on either side of the freaking of gosh darn it, I freaking ay 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 of the gosh darn thing. Okay, so up next, oh yeah, also it should be looking like this now. This is just gonna make the leg a lot stronger now, but then you're gonna want to get another one of that piece in any color. Just make it just, it could just be a lot better in gray or something, but I don't have a gray, nor another gray one. And now you have a connection which will help you later. Then what you're gonna want to do is get another one of those long pieces. Instead of having a ball joint at the end, it has a stick with a ball joint at the end, which will be helping us in a little bit. Okay, now I can put that down, and then I will start on the feet. Now the feet actually have minifigure legs in them, which will actually allow us to do some pretty cool poses. Now you're gonna need a few of these one by one pieces, but just one of them has to have a hole in them in order for this to work. Now you remember that ball joint with a stick at the end of it? Well, yes, we're gonna be using that right now. Now, after you get some feet stabilizers at the end with a 1x2 brick, then you should be able. Make sure that these are the legs are completely pushed in, but then put this here, since those leg studs at the end are completely in. It won't push in the thing all the way. Now I'm gonna use some decoration, like this here. Then there's here, and then this here. Now the other leg does not really need to be colored, but boom. Okay. And then you can connect it with this, with the hips that you already built. I'm pretty sure, judging based off of if you got here already. Okay, up next is the other foot, which will take a little bit to dismantle because it's actually off balance with the other leg because I couldn't find enough pieces to make it long enough or the exact same type of leg. So it's just off balance. So yeah, that's why you're gonna need some extra bricks if you're gonna be building this like in a cool pose. Oh wait. Oh wait a second. Gosh darn it, that's the piece that I forgot. I will be back in 5 seconds. Okay, I am back. So, this is the piece that I forgot. You will need at least 3 of these for extra detailing. And what I did was put it at the bottom to make it look like some weird robot bits coming off. But anyways, time for back to dismantling. Okay, time for building again. Okay, so what you're gonna want to do is, instead of starting from the top of the leg, you're gonna want to start at the bottom. So you're gonna need one of these and one of these bricks in like gray or something. There's just a 1x2 with a single stud in the middle for you to do stuff like this. It will actually allow you to stay at that. Okay. But now I'm doing building it up, which will need some more 2x2s, which you guys will see me using. Start it. Okay. This is supposed to be right here. And then oh wait. Wait, actually I think that's supposed to be right here. And that's supposed to be right there. And that then this is just here for detail purposes. No, I don't think so. Wait. Ah, yes. Boom. Then we got this, which is pretty cool so far. And then you're gonna need a